Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, and we're coming to you obviously from remote, but we are staying in the Lansing area. We're going to spend a little time with Van Martin, old friend, good buddy, and a tremendous business guy, president and CEO of the Martin Commercial Properties in Lansing, Michigan. Van, welcome back. It's good to have you on, my friend. So could you just take a minute and remind everybody in the Michigan business community about all the comprehensive commercial real estate services Martin Commercial Properties provides?
Sure. So we are we originated in 1962 right here in Lansing, Michigan, and so we're a 60-plus-year-old family-owned business. We're a fully vertically integrated commercial real estate services firm offering 5 basic lines of services: brokerage services, property management, property development, investment services, and corporate services. So those are our core business lines that we work on each and every day.
Boy, and you guys work, that's for sure. So early this month, Martin Properties released its pretty extensive first half 2023 report, showing a rather robust retail market. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. Well, it's, retail's interesting in the sense that, when we were going through COVID, everybody was worried how they're going to get the food out the door or the product to the consumers. But, with the emergence of e-commerce, the traditional, retail sector was challenged, but they've reacted and adapted in terms of how they're doing. And surprisingly, the retail sector has been very strong, and you're seeing a lot of new store openings that are going to occur this year. They're talking, perhaps record level store openings in certain product segments across the country. The media has a tendency to focus a little bit on the ones that are perhaps going the other way and some of the store closures that have occurred. But, industry groups like the dollar stores and so forth will open, over 1,000 stores, this year, across the country. So the retail sector, really surprisingly strong. We expect the demand in this sector to remain, robust. We've been seeing positive absorption, and we've been seeing rent growth for retail.
It's kind of interesting because I don't think that many markets have seen the kind of robust building that the East Lansing market has seen in the last 5 years. A lot of buildings.
Well, there's certainly a number of buildings. Probably the lead project in Lansing, Michigan, has been the Red Cedar development, which is situated just west of Michigan State University campus and east of the state capitol downtown, and on Michigan Avenue. About a $270 million development. It's got 2 hotels that are literally in the process of opening up right now, just in time for MSU game days. A couple of restaurants that are in there. A number of other retail establishments that are there, and then some student housing, some market rate housing, and then an independent living component to it. But certainly a large development that Lansing hasn't seen, but in many other markets that you would go to across the country, Tampa, Sarasota, some of the high growth markets, you'll see a multitude of these types of projects going on very successfully.
All right, so in retail in particular, pretty robust. Tell me about industrial and office sectors.
Well, I can hit industrial pretty quickly. Probably the strongest asset class over the last 3-4 years. Tremendous growth. The industry has been very strong. We continue to see year-over-year rent growth. Vacancies at historic lows in most markets across the country. A slight uptick here in the last half on our survey and in surveys across the country that we've seen. A little bit of slowdown of new product that's coming on because of the cost of construction and interest rates. That is another topic that we could discuss for quite a bit of time. Lansing in particular we don't really continue to see any speculative type development. It's all driven by occupier need in terms of what has happened. But, we continue to see positive absorption and, as I indicated, strong year-over-year rent growth. The office, we need more time to talk about office, but, just kind of a capsule summary. I think kind of the wait and see attitude for companies is coming to a close. There's a need for them to kind of repurpose their office, and they need to get their employee engagement, and they need to continue to drive growth. So these are some of the factors that are forcing, companies to now make decisions where they would just kind of do a rollover or a short-term lease renewal. Now they're actually making decisions because they have to have office space that provides an environment, a culture that is attractive for talent, for retention, for recruitment, and continue to drive the culture that they can in that capacity. Clearly, it's seen massive disruption over the last several years, but I think that we're over the hump on that, and things have evened out, and now we're going to see companies continue in what we call their flight to quality. The best buildings in the best locations.
We're going to be coming back to you because we need further information on all that stuff. We did want to get your anticipation for the next half. So we'll be calling you soon. Don't go to bed. We're going to get back.
Okay. We don't do that.
Dan Martin, CEO of Martin Commercial Properties in Lansing, Michigan. You've been watching this on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman on the Michigan Business Network.